Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the locker room where we talk nothing but basketball. Now, yesterday, it was another game where I had a bad selection. Like, I chose a lot of bad games yesterday. Mind you, we only had 3 games. And I looked at the games yesterday for scheduled, and I saw the Sixers go up against the Hornets. And I said, I don't want to watch that shit. I haven't even heard anything about the Sixers this year. I haven't, like, they just been ass in terms of, like, what we expected from them. Joel Embiid hasn't performed the way I want him to. I mean, I heard he hasn't played a single back-to-back. Paul George, I don't know what the fuck going on with the Sixers. I don't know what's going on with Tyrese Maxey and all of them. And if I'm not mistaken, is Maxey injured? This is how you know I deadass have not been watching the Sixers at all. Like, I'm just sick and fucking tired of the Sixers. They violated everything. They just hurt their own team in their own way. How? I just don't know why. Because, like, going into this year, contract-wise, we thought the Sixers are going to be a scary team in the East. So far, throughout the first 27 games, it has not been that. The Sixers been completely garbage. And then, the games that I did watch yesterday, it was a hit or miss. I tuned into the Bucks and Cavs game. I thought it was going to be nice and competitive because the Bucks just won. And the Bucks been hot the last month. Month and a half, some shit like that. I thought the Bucks was gonna be cool, like it's gonna be a nice close game, but it wasn't. Partially because Damian Lillard wasn't there. That's understandable and that's fine, you know, because that is a really, really great scorer. That's a great playmaker and so on and so forth, ball handler, etc. They had Chris Middleton back. They had Giannis. I don't know how they got blown out like that. Mind you, Chris Middleton, I think that was his first game back. I heard he had 2 ankle surgeries and he's rehabbing. So, for him to come back and get blown out is a crazy welcome back moment from his team. And the crazy thing is that Giannis actually played really well. He had 33 points. I believe he had like 14 rebounds. He only had 3 assists, but it's cool. 2 players that played for them had 0 points. Then you go to the Cavs side and you see that everything was just working for them. I like the way they were playing. I like the matchups they had for the Bucks. I like how they, even though they obviously have the double center lineup with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, there was times in the game where they switched between the two and they didn't have them on the court at the same time so that they could take turns guarding Giannis. And mind you, Giannis still had his 33, and that's fine. But they made it hard for him to pass, clearly. They made it hard for him to get his teammates involved. And they made it easier for their own selves by letting Donovan Mitchell go insane. Donovan Mitchell literally looked like he couldn't miss. And I know that's something that everybody always says when somebody's hot for the game. But Donovan Mitchell actually looked like he couldn't miss yesterday. Anything that came out of his hands went in. There was like a crazy, like, I forgot, what do you call it? It was like a crazy moment for the Cavs where Caris LeVert fell on the ground and somehow he got the ball to Donovan Mitchell. Somehow, some way, the ball got to Donovan Mitchell and he hit the 3. And then Darius Garland got cooking in the second quarter. He started heating up. Third quarter, him and Donovan Mitchell. And honestly, I like the way the Cavs look. I like the way they look. I like their defense. Somehow, every year, I'm like, damn, the Cavs played really good in the regular season. They went to the playoffs, and they were kicked out of the playoffs. And then I start to look and also notice that nobody gave them any cover every single year. And I'm like, why and how long is it going to take the Cavs to get that type of respect? And now I start to think, are the Cavs the new age Indiana Pacers from a couple years ago? Because that's a genuine question that I have, because like it almost seemed like the same thing, except that the Cavs are kind of like the top 3 team in the East, top 4 the last couple of years. So it's like, are they really the Pacers? Do they have a chance? How much do people really believe in the Cavs? And what is the plan? Because in my opinion, I love the way they look. I love the way Donovan Mitchell has been playing. And that's another thing I feel like people don't talk about that often. Donovan Mitchell's performance on the Cavaliers is amazing. And the fact that he came in and he upgraded his team and he helped players develop and he helped his teammates get better, that was a huge knock on Donovan Mitchell when he was on the Utah Jazz. He doesn't make his teammates play better. He doesn't pass the ball. He wants to do this Superman type of game. When he's off, he's off. Da da da. When he went to the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell has been amazing. I was about to say one of the best guards like the best shooting guard in the league, but I don't know if I'm ready to say that yet. I kind of want to, because Donovan Mitchell, honestly, like even his defense has gotten better when he went to the Cavs. Yesterday, there was a couple of plays where Donovan Mitchell stopped for the Bucks. There were a couple of steals that he came up with. I was like, yo. And sometimes he wouldn't steal the ball, but he'll poke it away. And I'm like, Donovan Mitchell is really trying. Like, he's gotten better. And it's not like, oh, nah, he just put effort now. No, he's actually gotten better. It's not just him putting effort, him giving the bare minimum. It's not he just coming to class to get his C-. Like, he's actually trying. And he's gotten better and is improving. And you can tell. Donovan Mitchell was actually insane yesterday. He had 27 points. Darius Garland has 16 points. But it felt like he had way more. Like, that's how impactful these 16 points were from Darius Garland. It felt like he had a lot more than 16. I think because it was so timely, the way he scores. And I'm not going to lie, I've never said this before, I don't think, but Darius Garland is my second favorite player in the league, behind Devin Booker. Honestly. That's just me being honest. I don't know who cares, but it's there. Then I want to talk about the Thunder and Heat. After I saw the Bucks getting blown out by the Cavs, and it was the third quarter, and the Cavs went up by 23 points, and then we go to the fourth quarter, and I don't remember exactly what the score was, but the Cavs are up by like 18, and the fourth quarter it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I clicked off. I said, man, the Bucks gave up. There's no hope. They're not going to fight back. They literally can't. I mean, the Cavs got them locked up, and the Cavs are performing and playing their game how they want to play it, and they're forcing the Bucks to get thrown off balance, and they're forcing the Bucks to not even have a chance. I looked around, and I thought the Heat Thunder game was going to be ass, so I didn't want to watch it from the beginning. I was too busy watching the Cavs and the Bucks. I looked around and I saw third quarter with like 6 minutes left is a close game. So, I click on the game. I'm like, okay, let's watch the game. I see Bam Adebayo not on the court. Jimmy Butler not on the court. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, are the Thunder struggling against a Heat team without Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo? And to a certain extent, they were. But Tyler Hero went insane yesterday. A 28-point double-double. They got to the fourth quarter. I think it was the fourth quarter or the end of the third quarter. Bam Adebayo came back. He had stitches. I was like, damn. But he got his stitches. And he came back to play. And he really tried. He has 17 and 10. A double-double. Also, congratulations. I know he's the second. He has the second most double-doubles in the NBA for the Heat. So congrats to him. I think he's 15 away from getting the number one spot. And then I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, is Jimmy Butler going to come back out? Like, what happened to Jimmy Butler? Like, why does he only have 0 points? Where did he go? Why did he disappear? Like, what's going on? Jimmy Butler twisted his ankle in the first quarter. And then he felt ill and didn't want to return. Understandable. I'm not saying that in no type of negative way. Understandable. But to look at the Thunder and look at why were they struggling against this Heat team without Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. All you had was really Tyler Hero. How the hell are you struggling this much? And the shit that really blew mine was we got to the last 51 seconds. The Heat turned up their defense crazy. Right? They just got scoring. Everything was clicking. I think they cut it down to 4. Mind you, they still have some time left. They call a timeout. Cool. They about to draw up some fire ass shit. They about to be a nice play right here. I'm expecting Tyler Hero to take a shot. A 3. Bam Adebayo, Duncan, something, you know. They give the ball. To Duncan Robinson, bro. And I know he's a great 3-point shooter, and that's what he's there for. But not every shot is for every person. Not every player can take every shot. And not every 3 is the same 3. And I knew automatically that was going to be a miss. I didn't care if Tyler Hero was being heavily contested. If Bam was being heavily contested, I would have rather them take that shot over Duncan Robinson. Why? I don't think Duncan Robinson is him. I don't think he's that guy. Like, I knew automatically, as soon as he touched the ball and he's about to shoot that shit, I knew, miss. And that shit missed. Why would you give it to him and not Tyler Hero? I don't care if he's being guarded. Take that shot. I don't care if it's Bam Adebayo being guarded. I don't care who it is. Why would you even draw that? I hope they didn't even draw that shit up for him. And it just kind of happened just because the defense. Because, bro, what the fuck was that? And then the Thunder just violated them after that. Start hitting their free throws. They tried playing the foul game. They were cooked. It was over. Now, they didn't win by much. Which is another thing, is like, bro, sometimes I wonder if I'm sleeping on the Thunder, or are the Thunder just not that good, or is there something missing? I feel like there's something missing for the Thunder. I think they need somebody to elevate them to a next level, like a Donovan Mitchell, how he did to the Cavs. I'm not saying they need a player like Donovan Mitchell. I'm saying they need somebody to elevate them the way Donovan Mitchell elevated the Cavs to another level. Because Shea is really, really nice, but Shea can't do this all by himself. And I understand he has some help yesterday, and I understand he usually has help from his teammates, but Shea cannot do this by himself as the main scorer. There needs to be some type of development and some type of like a OG experience type of player there with them. It doesn't have to be like an old head. It just got to be somebody like for example, bro, Donovan Mitchell. I don't know how many players are like that in the league, but they need somebody like that. As experienced, not too much older, but is older or around the same age that the team respects. But anyways, y'all, at this point I'm rambling. Thank you so much for coming to the locker room. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And safety.